welcome back to another session of yoga and meditation. Today's session we're going to be doing some different stretches, and then you might recognise some from previously if you've done the previous videos. But don't worry, if you're all new to this, we won't bite, and let's just have fun and relax in the chair. Okay, so let's start off by making sure that you've got a chair that's preferably with no arms, because we will be doing some leg stretches, but if that's not possible, then just be careful and aware of the arms and make sure you don't bang yourself. Okay, so we're just going to start by placing our feet gently on the ground, and we're going to take our hands and slightly intertwine our fingertips so we can feel our rib cage expand. So let's breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Now, can you feel your fingertips slightly coming apart and then closing back in again? Because your lungs, when you breathe in, actually expand, and then they get smaller when you breathe out. One last time, and breathe in. Okay, so we're now going to get comfy on our chairs again and just sit with our hands on our laps. And now we're going to begin to close the eyes with a quick meditation. Okay. So whatever homework you might have, or if you've got to tidy your room, for now just leave that to the back of your mind and just focus on this class and let's all be together with this practice. This is a chance for you to totally relax and groove and move into your body. Okay, let's do a nice inhale, and when we're going to inhale, we're just going to swoop the arms up and down, and then again, let's do that again, so swoop around, catching all the goodness, and then bring it to your heart center, and then swoop around in a nice sunny rainbow. I keep saying rainbow, obviously a rainbow is more like that, but if it was a reflection on the water, then it would be a circle. So we keep swooping our arms as big as we can, collecting all our wonderful good energy to start this practice and today's session. Now, if you have problems with the shoulders, you can just keep your hands in prayer and really focus about bringing in the good energy and the good vibes and the happiness. If you can, we'll just swoop the arms and bring it down. And swoop the arms and bring it down. Breathe into that warm chest area we call our heart. You might be feeling a bit warmed up now because I can feel my heart beating a bit faster. Place our hands on our laps. If your arms arms are getting tired. And just sit with the sensations of the work that we just did. And that's right, just breathe into these stretches. Okay. We're now going to take our right hand, swoop the left hand up and tilt over to the side. Really lean, twinkle those fingers. So again, if we can't do that, we can just lean over to one side with our neck, with our hands placed on our laps, or for extra support, we can have our hands pressed down onto the chair and sweep over. Ooh, can you feel that nice stretch down the left-hand side? Ah, that's nice. Okay, and bring it back to centre. Okay, now let's take our left hand on our hip, and we are going to now swoop the other arm over and then tilt. Breathe. Yeah, make sure you're not holding your breath. It's a very easy thing to do when you're exercising. You can easily just get out of breath. And I'll just sink because you're trying to concentrate on too many things. But just remember, there's always enough space. Give yourself enough freedom to be able to breathe really deeply. And then back round. Ooh, that feels good. And just take a moment to just come back to centre again from that deep stretch that we did. Okay, we're now going to move on to the legs. So let's cross over our right leg and have our hands out in front of us. And we're going to put one arm under the top and do what we call eagle arms. Now I'm not sure why this looks like an eagle. An eagle is a type of bird, but it looks quite warrior-like. Doesn't it? It looks like an eagle, maybe a beak, an eagle beak. So again, if this is too challenging for you, you can just cross your ankles and you can either cross your arms or you can just actually have your arms not touching, you know, you can just hold them up in like a crossed V shape, like that. So, whatever tickles your fancy today, and just breathe in and then breathe out. Okay, back to centre. Let's try that on the other side. Okay, so we're going to cross over our left leg this time. Now, I am now going to put my right hand over the left and hold. Hold hands, like so. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. Just singing the Beatles. I sound like my dad. I sound very vintage. Yeah, just hold it up nicely as high as you can to really feel that sensation in the back stretching. Hope everyone's having a lovely day so far. The sun is kind of shining now, which is good because it was raining so badly this morning. What's the weather like where you are? Hopefully sunnier than here. Okay, so we're now going to just put our feet back on the ground, and we're now going to begin with our third exercise. We can just take our time, there's no rush. Okay, let's move on to some more arm stretching. So we're going to take our right arm and we're going to cross over our elbow and go underneath and hold. And if you want, you can either lean your palm on your forehead. Try not to give yourself a slap because we're being very kind to ourselves today. So just hold your forehead in your palm. Hopefully no one walks in right now. I must be thinking, what is that girl's arm movements doing? But who cares, because we are doing exercise and we are staying relaxed. Let's move over to the other side. So we have just swooped that arm across, gone underneath, and then put our head in our hands. This is a quite good posture, maybe not with the arm, but if you were like this at school, it looks like you're working, but you're actually having a quick nap. Don't listen to me, I didn't tell you that. Just keep breathing. Really breathe into this lovely stretch. One last time, and place the arms down. Let's do some rolls, because that was some quite intense shoulder stretches, wasn't it? Okay, let's take the right arm and place it down the back of our spine, if we can, or just placed on the head. And we're just going to tilt so slightly towards the arm. Keep gently, don't pull the head because it's a very, very sensitive part. Our head holds a lot of wonderful creativity, so we don't want to injure it. Okay, and then move back. And then let's do the other side now, where we reach our arm up towards the ceiling, place our hand gently behind our heads, and then tilt ever so slightly towards the other side of the room. And don't forget to smile as well. Let's smile during this practice because we can be so serious and it's not serious. We're just having fun and feeling into our bodies. Okay, smile your way back to centre. Take a nice deep breath again. Fill your lungs up like we did at the beginning. the expanse and then contract. So contract means to get smaller and expand means to get bigger. Okay, now we're going to make sure that our knees are hip width apart, and we're just going to round forward, tucking our chin to our chest, and then rounding the other way, chest towards the ceiling, and then back down and round. And let's put our chin up towards the ceiling, as if we're Superman. You know, we've got a massive S on our chest and we're like, Superman! We're flying through the sky. And then we contract into like a little beetle, a little bug. Okay, let's come back to neutral. Okay, let's get the arms involved now. So we're just going to open wide, this expanse, so the Superman chest, and then curl up into a little ball, like a bug, and then open, and contract, and open that Superman chest. I've got all the power in the world. And then bring it back in. So open up to the world and then close it back in. And one last time, open up. Oh, the sun's on my face, that's so nice. And then close. Okay, then bring it back to centre. Like the sun. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do something a little challenging. So don't worry if you can't do this. But we're going to push down on our chairs and try and lift our bottoms up. So we're going to hover for 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Let's do that 2 more times. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Now if you can't do this, don't worry, and let's just flex the legs and hold them, like so. Just flex. If you can, let's try and lift up through 3, 4, 5, and down. Woo! Great job, guys. Okay, so let's do what some of you might have been doing, and we're just going to now flex both legs and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Oh. Flex and point. Flex and point. Now, should we do alternative ones now? Okay, so we're just going to point and keep the other one flexed. And if you can't raise them, we'll just do toe taps on the floor. So I'm just going to turn and we'll just do. So can you see I'm flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing. Great. Just going to move back to centre. Okay, so we're now going to flex 1 foot out. So come towards the edge of your chair, like so. Be careful not to fall off. And flex the bottom foot that's pointed out long. Swoop the arms up and hold there. Make sure that your shoulders are being kept down. They're not raising up like this, they're kept down. That's it, and look at that toe. Give it a wiggle if you can. Wiggle your toe. Okay, now we're going to take our opposite arm and twist. Just do a nice gentle spinal twist towards the back. Try and look at the wall behind you or whatever you have behind you. Make sure that your hands down by your bottom. Okay, and come back to neutral. Let's stick our other leg out now. And we're going to bring our arms up, swoop them in a circular motion and hold. You can close off the eyes if you want for this. And again, wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes if you can. Wiggle your fingers to keep the energy flowing through you. And then back down. So opposite, got twists coming, and bend into it. Okay, let's keep twisting. Nice. Keep twisting. And bring it back to center. Good. Keep twisting. Keep twisting. And bring it back to center. Okay, so now let's swoop our hands up and place them behind our head. And we're going to now bring our elbow to our opposite knee. So we're going to twist and bend. And come back up and twist and bend. And come back up and let's keep twisting. Now if that's too tricky, we can just twist like that, or we can just put our hand like that and twist and bend into it, like that. So we can be doing like that. We'll go very gently, very slowly. Okay? And let's pick it up. And then expand, Superman, and then go small and pick up that foot and twist into the knee and head over to the other side. And we'll just keep going. That's it. And last one. Place your hands on your... Okay, so now let's put our feet together. As before, they were like that. Now let's shuffle them together. And we're going to take a nice inhale and then exhale. Exhale. Fall towards our toes. If that's too tricky, then we'll just fall out with our head in our lap, and we don't have to go all the way down to our toes. and rise up. Okay, now let's cross over our right thigh. So like we're cross-legged position. And we're just going to do another spinal twist. So let's twist round. Now again, if you can't twist, just put your feet and knees together and twist ever so gently round, feeling into every muscle and letting that go. All of the stiffness. I mean, you shouldn't be stiff because you're young, so you should have a lot of energy. Yeah, so just twist round. Just keep twisting, just keep twisting, twisting, twisting. What do? We just keep twisting. Okay, now let's do that on the other side. And ready? What do? We just keep twisting, twisting. That's nice. We are going to be so flexible after this. This is so good for us. Okay, and then come. Okay, and then come back to centre. Great job, guys. You're doing so well. And our stance now, like so. Once we've widened our stance as far as we can go, remember, don't push it. Once you're there. So once you're in your wide stance, we're then going to just bring the arms, feed them through, and bring them up, and then outstretch the arms, what we call cactus arms. So I don't know if you've ever seen a cactus. It's those really prickly plants. I wouldn't recommend touching them because they do have a sharp sting to them. But most cactuses have these arms like this, so we call them cactus arms. And just hold that really powerful stance. Now your arms might be here, they might be here, or they might be in your lap. So, you know, don't worry if the cactus arms aren't today. They could be next week or in a month's time if you keep practicing. So, who knows? Or you can make your own kind of plant. It doesn't have to be a cactus plant. You know, it can be a vine. A vine is like what Tarzan swings on, if you've ever seen Tarzan. It's the man of the jungle. Okay, so again, we're going to place our hands just in centre again and come back from that lovely deep stretch. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to place our right foot balancing on our thigh and just holding it there. And then eventually what we want to do is tilt a little bit forward, slowly. Now make sure that you don't go too far forward, that you fall off your chair, because that would be a disaster. So be careful, be kind to your body, listen to your body. Just breathe into it. give your foot a nice waking up slap. You can give your foot a nice massage in the meantime. You can bend it back and forth, or you can press the sole of your foot by sticking some fingers in. It feels good. Press. Okay, and now let's try the other side. So we're just going to place our foot back down and bring the other one up. And let's pull in and breathe back down. Okay. Okay, and then again, you can massage that foot if you want to. Give it a nice poke and a nice rub, because your feet do a lot for you. Okay, and then bring yourself back up again. Okay, now from that foot rub that we did, we're now just going to swoop the arms all the way up and down towards our heart space, and then gently place them on our laps. And if you can, close off the eyes or have a soft focus. And just thank yourself for this wonderful practice and for getting yourself moving and having fun with your body. Today you might have experimented with new postures, or you might have done it before, but either way, it's amazing that you are doing this, and it's amazing that you are being active. From our practice today, we did a lot of Superman postures with our chest out. Remember that you are Superman or Superwoman, and you are strong, and amazing and very wonderful. It's been a pleasure doing this class with you. Now let's wriggle our feet and wriggle our toes and swoop the arms. Let's do another Superman. Flutter open the eyes. Bring it down towards your chest. And remember that you are Superman and Superwoman. And I hope your day or night is filled with lots of joy. And I wish you so much love and light. Thank you so much. Together we say Namaste. Namaste.